Hello, thanks for joining me for another review. Today we are heading over to the United States and the Sebago Brewing Company, and this is their Runabout Red Ale, 4.4% ABV, 37 IBUs, canned on the 4th of March of 2019. So kind of need to get this done and out of the way. Yeah, lovely looking label. I think we're definitely out of Maine. I was just having a look exactly where. I don't know if it's Portland, Maine. I don't think it is. I done a review of the other beer the other day. Anyway, we'll just crack this open then. 12 fluid ounce can. Gorham, Maine. That's what I thought. Here we go then. I do like a good red ale when it's done well. Or amber, red ale, whatever you want to call it. There's enough room there to get an aroma, so it's all in. Half a finger, just off white head. Yeah, deep kind of mahogany. Slightly kind of raisiny colour, light raisin colour. So yeah, let's get an aroma then on this. And funnily enough, a real kind of raisiny, fig, date, plum, that kind of aroma. Sticky. Maybe a little bit of blackcurrant kind of jam. Jammy pulp, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's definitely got a slight sweetness to it. Let's put this one back. Looks great. Let's go for it. Cheers. I was a big fan of their Fries Leap IPA. Really enjoyed that. I thought that was a fantastic beer. And this has got a lovely kind of malt sweetness to it. I don't know exactly what they used in this beer. Runabout Red. Wow. It's damn tasty, I have to say. It's damn tasty. The wooden roundabout means quality, craftsmanship and wicked good time. Here's to an American classic. There doesn't really seem to be much else going on with a can. Brewed for times like these. Made in Maine. Brewed for times like these. Blah 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 blah. On the rim of the can. So yeah, this is a cracking beer. It's not overly sweet or nothing like that. I mean, it is 4.4%. You know, it is what it is. But what it is picking up on this is the malt build of this. It's quite a bit of that kind of sweetness that you probably pick up on let's say a 6-7% beer. So it's got that going for it. It's got quite a big depth of kind of malt build to the beer, but that's when it stops. It gets to that point when you first try it, that sweetness, that malt kind of sweetness at the front end, then it kind of drops off straight away, which is a bit of a shame because it is a really good beer. It kind of lingers on the palate a little bit, but it's not kind of like stuck there. It's not that kind of real thick, sticky kind of red ale, if that makes sense. But it's not going to be at 4.4. It's 37 IBUs. Yeah, that's not really in the ballpark for what you're picking up with that kind of sweetness at the front end. So maybe a little bit unbalanced. Still a very nice beer, very tasty. Let's go and see if there's any more kind of flavours coming through now. It's just out of the can for a few minutes. Try and warm it up a little bit, straight out of the fridge. There's a touch of I don't know, maybe a little bit of jam marmalade, as in strawberry, a little bit of that. We'll see what it says on the commercial description, because I'm not picking up too much else. It says Runabout Red Ale is a classic, so it's one of their core beers, I would assume, just by that. Antique wooden roundabouts symbolise quality, craftsmanship, art history and design, as does the beer. Our red ale is a malty sweet taste that comes from 3 different types of caramel, or caramel malt as it says. It's a clean, well balanced beer. Try a pint of our staff favourite. So people who work there love this. Whether it's balanced, to me it seems a little bit more kind of one-dimensional sweetness at the front end. It's still damn good, but it's a good beer. That's all I can say. It's a good beer, but it's not a great beer, if that makes sense. For the style, anyway. I've had a few red ales that have been absolutely wow. To me personally, it's just my palate. Don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, just me. And I always speak the truth. To my palate, what my palate tells me, kind of thing. This is a nice beer. It's a lovely beer, but it's not an absolutely mega outstanding beer. I'm going to give this. I'm still going to give it a bit more than what people are kind of suggesting on Untapped. I want to give this a 7.5 out of 10, so it's a 3.75. Over to Untapped then, it's had 17,219 check-ins, it's had 304 in the last 30 days, and it's had 12,674 ratings. Excuse me, it's coming in at 3.4. Bit of carbonation coming through here. Anyway, yeah, definitely one if you're over in Maine to pick up. I actually preferred the Freya's Leap IPA, or Friar's Leap, whatever you call it. This is a much better beer than this one. But yeah, still nice to try. Still really stoked that I can actually get a couple of beers from this brewery, which generally we wouldn't get if it wasn't for Beer 52 and their recent monthly Maine state beer box. So yeah, really quite happy to receive something like this, even though it's not like wowing me. It's still pretty damn cool, and a nice beer to try. And if I saw this on tap, I'd be all over it for sure. But yeah, let me know if that had this one before from, I'm going to butcher the name up now, Sebago Brewing Company. They're out of, I can't even remember the name of the place. I've had a few beers tonight, so I'm still going to give it my best shot on doing a review of this. But yeah, it's a lovely can, I love it. It's a shame it's a little bit reflecty, bloody blah. But yeah, that one. Anyway, sorry about the bad review. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you had it before, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.